Hello guys, welcome back. So I've not done a few videos in a while. I've got a few series planned as a comeback. All my old Arc series I'm going to have to kind of just let fade away into the past because when the Crystals update map came out, everything kind of corrupted. So I've basically got to start from scratch. That's why there's not really been many videos on the channel. I've been kind of doing personal things and obviously trying to plan for the future on what we will be doing. And one thing that I kind of got into over the lockdown was Football Manager. I thought I've been watching a series on YouTube, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to crack that myself. So that's a little bit of where I've been and what I've been doing. And now I'm going to explain to you what this series is going to be about. Like, you might have gathered it from the title of the series, Conquering the World. Sounds a little bit barbaric and Viking and all that, but it's not really anything like that. So the plan is we will pick a competition. It's going to be a top tier competition. We're not going to start in like lower leagues or anything like that. That's possibly something for the future if this works, because it takes a lot of time and patience to do something like that. But no, we'll be starting at a top tier league with a club, and we'll also be starting with a nation. Now, this is like where it's a bit different to anything that I've seen out there because we're not just going to be managing club, we're going to be managing a nation. Now, the plan is eventually to win all the titles we can. So with club, it's going to be the league, the domestic cup, the European Cup, Champions League, all that sort of stuff with the club. And then with the nation, it's obviously the plan is to win the European and the World Cup. And obviously, if it's a South American club, it won't be the European Cup. It'll be whatever that cup is for that nation. Now, we won't be starting unemployed. We are going to be starting with a club and with a nation. And I'll be getting into that shortly, just to let you know. But before these are the kind of the rules that I'm going to be going with. It's going to basically be we're not allowed to move club until we have full knowledge of that nation that we are in. So if you don't know how it works with Football Manager, you have your own manager's profile. The nation you were born in, well, for me, for example, England, you have full knowledge of, and it shows that on your profile. The only way you can gain other knowledge is by playing in that nation or by having it as a second language nation when you create a profile, which I haven't done. It's just English. So we are going to be learning the nations as we go. Once we've maxed out that knowledge and we've won the competitions in that nation, we can then move on. Obviously, only once the job opportunities arise. I'm not setting any sort of time limit on this because I want it to be like an ongoing thing, and I'm looking forward to it being like that. But without further ado, because I don't want this intro being too long, I'm going to announce the clubs that we're starting with. So, if I switch screens here, you will see exactly which club we're starting with. So you can see Celtic in Scotland. Now, people will be saying this is an easy club to start with, and I agree. I didn't want it to be too difficult to start with, but at the same time, they are not a top tier club, which means we're not going to get the best players. We'll have players available to us. We're also not going to have a massive transfer budget. I think we've got 12 million. Again, that's not a great amount in the current climate of football, considering that a decent top tier player costs around 20 million. But at the same time, there's not much competition in the league. So our closest rivals are probably Rangers. And next after that is probably someone like Hearts or Aberdeen, which again really aren't that much of a threat in my opinion on this game. So easy and hard aspects to the job. Another hard aspect to the job, as you can see from the fixture screen in front of me right now, we don't have any time to warm up and set our tactics. We have one friendly against the reserves, and then we're straight into the Champions Cup knockout stages to qualify for the Champions League, which is going to be something I hope we do in the first season. I don't expect to qualify out of the group stages. I expect to get knocked down into the European Cup, but we'll see how things go. You never know. So let me just go through a few things on what the plans are, what tactics we're going to be using, and obviously what nation we're going to be. Now, considering we're starting with Celtic, made sense to go with Scotland. Again, this is a bit of the opposite. So with Celtic, they're the best club in the league. Not really going to struggle. Scotland, we're probably going to have we're going to probably have a fight in our hands to keep the job. But I'm hoping that over the next 2 or 3 seasons, we can win the European Champions Cup with them. The European Champions Cup? I don't know. But I'm hoping we can win that with them. But again, we'll see. So, Now, for both country and club, I've gone with the same tactics, and I will tweak them based on first few matches we have. Now, what I've done is I have gone into the team reports and I have wrote down here a few strengths and weaknesses, which is always the best way to start off with tactics. So with Scotland, long throws, hard tackling, high tempo, high press, early crosses, short passes, and the goalkeepers roll it out. These are all based off the strengths of that team report. So apparently Scotland have good crossers, they have really good tacklers, they have really good fitness and stamina. What else did they have? Oh, and the goalkeeper has a really weak kick, so therefore that's why I've gone for the option for the goalkeeper to roll it out. Celtic, again, they have good crosses, so that's why we've gone with them. But they've also got players that have got good anticipation, good acceleration, good positioning, and all these set to me put low crosses in. So we'll be focusing on low crosses with Celtic, and they've also got really good dribblers compared to the rest of the league. So again, we're going to put that run at defence instruction on, so that the players will likely run at them. Now, my favourite formation is a 4-2-3-1, as you can see. So that's what we're going to be using. I'm not really going to fit it to the players because eventually I'm going to mould the squad to my tactics. That's what sort of manager I am. I don't work it in the reverse where I work with the players that I've got. I make the players work to what I want to. As a backup, we've got this strange little formation here, which allows me to attack more because you have more players in that midfield area to control the possession, and at the same time catches people off guard because these inverted wing backs here kind of sit in this gap here, and again help you control that field a little bit more. And then a good old favourite formation of mine is 4-4-2. It says 4-2-4 here, but it's 4-4-2 in my opinion. Again, it's going to be kind of a last resort because it's not the best formation in the game, but it is good and it will get you goals against some of the weaker teams. Again, I've gone with the inverted wing backs here because, again, they will control that narrow aspect of the pitch. They kind of like sit in this area here with the centre backs behind them, and it just stops teams breaking you down in that middle area. It forces them out wide, which if they do go out there, the wing backs again try to cover that space. So yeah, but that's the formation we're going with. Standard fullbacks. For now, I'm going to see how our fullbacks actually play, and I may change them to wing backs, defensively or attacking late. It's going to be something that I tweak as we go. Now, development centre, I don't think there's really any sort of players that I really need to focus my attention to. I mean, Karamoko Dembele is pretty good. He's pretty good. So it looks like we do have some decent prospects, but none that I really want to push up into the. So yeah, he's considered quite a high potential player. Do we not have anybody that's got a little bit better player potential? 16 with McCart. Like he might be alright, if I'm honest. Oh no, 17 with De Gea, and he's still saying, or Dea, even not De Gea. What the hell? We're not United now, guys. 15. He's got that. Thinking that this guy's our best. So he's even at 17 judge potential, is still judged as a 5-star. So as a right winger. Now, what's our best right winger? Is that guy? He's 27. So you know what? As much as he's only 16, we're going to put him in there. Like, quite frankly, I'm a big fan of buying youth, I'll be honest, because you can make some serious money on them, and not only that, but you can find real gems that, even though they've got lower attributes and don't quite have the standards of your first team players, they'll score and they'll just cause problems. Here's our club vision. I'm not going to mess with any of that for now. Training camp can stay. Right, now, this is the only thing I've not done. So, set piece takers. I'm just going to quick pick for now. Because, again, trust me, having these things set can be the difference between underperforming and overperforming. Like, they just really can make a difference. Alright, so set the corners. Free kicks? Really? What's wrong with... Right, tell you what. DCR, yeah, you always want your DCs taken, yeah. Needed. Yeah. Now this guy I want going forward. Yeah, not too back. Right, there we go. Alright. Free kick. Not really going to touch free kick. Because more often than not we'll be going straight to the attack. I'll throw in. Oh no. Attacking throw-ins, I want long throws on both sides. Now trust me, because long throws are, they're not broken, but they cause serious issues for the other team. And I'm going to want this guy not to go forward, I want you to go attack that near post. Then on this striker, attack near post. The attack near post option causes a lot of problems. Right, and then penalties. Lee Griffin. Edward. Why have we got Neil Britton as our main penalty taker? In my opinion, with this game. Then Lee Griffin. Meatballs and pasta for my dinner. Lovely jubbly. Alright, but I'm thinking, guys, I think we are almost there. I've got the right tactics selected. So yeah, that's that. Now, let's have a look. What sort of players can we get? Let's play a search. Interesting, a transfer value. See, transfer budget is 12.5 million. So what I'm going to say here, transfer listed. Kind of go down. Emmanuel Matic. That's interesting. But he's too old. To be honest, I think a lot of these players will be too old. Not worth the money. Neither is he. They want 25 million for him, but no go. Yeah. So yeah, no, there's not really anyone here that really jumps out to me for wanting to sign. So yeah, we're not. I don't think we're gonna buy anybody unless the. Sometimes you can get some for bargains, but I don't think we're going to get anyone, to be honest. So I'm going to say that we're going to leave it there. I've gone through the plans and what it looks like. Let me just show you what I was talking about in the profile. So as you can see here, this is our knowledge of Scotland. Before we can move clubs, we need that to be full. But it might take 2 or 3 seasons, it might take 2, it might take 1. But we'll see. Again, attributes. I've got Continental Pro license, so we don't actually struggle getting to any clubs that do come available. But as you can see with our attributes, they do need work on the coaching aspects of it, which will develop as we win games and as we win leagues. But yeah, that is it for this episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I'm getting myself set up and ready to go. And yeah, if there's anything that needs doing in between now and the next episode, I'll get it done off screen so that we can focus on getting into the first lot of matches in the next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.